area and perimeter. The area is the total amount of square units that it takes to fill up the inside of a 2D shape. The perimeter is the total units it takes to go around the outside of the shape. So let's look at what we have here. We have a rectangle and it is filled in with square units. The units could be any size. When we talk about units, we're still talking about whether it's centimeters, whether it's inches, miles, yards. You can use those kind of units that are used to measure length. But today we're just going to say square units. So when we look at this rectangle and we want to find out the area, one easy way that most people do it is just by counting the number of squares that make up the shape. So we could do that. And when you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There are 20 square units that fill up the shape. So you could say that the area is 20 square units. So A, standing for area, equals 20. And just because we're saying square units, we'll just put SQ for square and units. If you had to label it, this is what you would write: 20 square units. If it was inches, you would say 20 square inches. If it was centimeters, you would say 20 square centimeters. Now, most people use a shortcut to find the area of a shape by counting the top row. So just this row. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 across the top row, and multiplying it by whatever is in each row. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 in each column. Column. So I have 5 times 4. So they would say this is 5 square units times 4 square units equals 20 square units. I'm just going to put a U here for right now. So that is another way that people use to calculate the area of a shape. It's the inside of the shape, the total surface it takes, almost like you were covering it with carpet or painting it with paint. Perimeter, however, has to do with the total distance around the outside. If I was walking around this whole rectangle, what would the perimeter or the total distance? So it's the units around the outside. So when we count, we can count this as 1 unit. This is 2 units, 3, 4, 5. So as you can see, the units around the outside of this is exactly the same as in area. So since we know that the units on this side of the rectangle is 5, and we know that a rectangle has 2 equal sides, we also know without counting that this side is 5. Then when we look at this side, we see that it's 1, 2, 3, 4 units, just as it is in area. But we know that this side is also 4 because in a rectangle, 2 sides are the same. So if we were to go all the way around the outside of the shape, we would walk past 5 units, 5 square units, plus 4 square units, plus another 5, plus another 4. So walking around the total distance around the outside would give us a total distance of 18. And so we would say 18 units. Now, if it was 18 inches, we would say 18 inches. If it was 18 centimeters, we would say 18 centimeters. So the difference between the area and perimeter: area deals with the inside, perimeter deals with the total distance around the outside or the border. Okay, that's area and perimeter.